Good morning everyone and welcome to Headingley for the fifth and final day of this third test match between Australia and New Zealand, and what a test match it has been so far. Heading into today, Australia lead by 218 runs but with only 4 of their second innings wickets in hand. All 3 results are surely still possible today. Don't forget, if Australia win today, they go through to the semi-final of the Hero Cricket League's Y50 Test Match Championship 2020 and New Zealand would be out. So there is everything to play for, and this is going to be a fascinating day of Test match cricket. We join the action now as Richard Hadlee bowls the first ball of the day to Australia's wicketkeeper batsman Adam Gilchrist. New Zealand want Gilchrist to take the single, and he is taking it. That's a lovely shot by Gilchrist past point, and he is away this morning with his first boundary. Oh, that's absolutely raced away to the boundary. A beautiful shot. Well, Hadlee is certainly New Zealand's danger man. You can feel the tension in the crowd. A big shot by Shane Bond, but that probably pitched outside leg stump. Let's have a look at the replay. Yes, well outside leg stump. Okay, Gillespie on strike. What can Richard Hadlee do? Well, Turner's taken a catch there. They appeal to the umpire. What does he say? Yes! An inside edge onto the pad, bobbed up to Turner at short leg, and Gillespie is out. Caught Turner, bowled Hadlee for 16, and Australia are 284 for 7. In the air and over the top for 4. Well, Lilly really threw the bat at that one. Bowled him! Beautiful in-swinging Yorker by Shane Bond. Dennis Lilly hangs his head and he walks off. He is out. Bowled Bond for 5, and Australia are now 289 for 8. Just to remind you, Greg Chappell will not be batting. Glenn McGrath is the last batsman. Australia have 1 wicket left. McGrath on strike for a new Shane Bond over. Oh, he steps away and wafts at that one, and that just missed off stump as well. And that will be 50 for Gilchrist. Yes, a wonderful innings for Australia. Beautifully played right into the gap, and 4 more. Oh, that must be out surely. New Zealand appeal. What does the umpire say? Yes, that's 5 wickets for Hadlee, 12 wickets for the match. Glenn McGrath shuffling across, hit right in front, and he is out. LBW to Hadlee for 1, and that's the end. Australia are all out for 299. So there's confirmation. Australia all out for 299. Let's have a look at the scorecard. 57 for Chappell, who retired hurt yesterday. 62 for Steve Waugh, who batted very fluently yesterday. And 55 not out for Adam Gilchrist, who really held the lower part of this Australian batting innings together. Hadlee, 5 wickets. Well, what can you say about him? He has really held together New Zealand's bowling attack and kept them in this series. 1 wicket also for Cairns and 2 for Shane Bond. Well, with 76 overs still scheduled for today, New Zealand have been set a target of 249 runs to win. That's 3.28 runs per over. Will they go for it? Can they do it? Can Australia bowl New Zealand out? All results are still possible. This is such an exciting test match. Oh, that's beautifully bowled by Dennis Lilly. Lots of extra bounce. A very steady start for New Zealand. Oh, but that's an extraordinary shot from Fleming. He's lifted Glenn McGrath over long on for 6. Oh, that's out. Well bowled by McGrath, slipping in the Yorker. Stephen Fleming was not expecting that, and he is now out. Bowled McGrath for 15, and New Zealand are 26 for 1. Oh, beautifully bowled. That just nipped away from Turner. Oh, that's wide from Gillespie, and beautifully played by Williamson. Smashed that through cover for 4. And that's lunch on day 5. New Zealand have made it to 38 for 1, taking it steady, but perhaps that is the game plan. They have lost their captain though. Stephen Fleming out to a beautiful McGrath Yorker. Oh, that's a beautiful shot by Williamson. What a class player he is. Oh, Williamson is out. Gilchrist has taken the catch. That's the wicket Australia were looking for. Dennis Lilly punches the air in delight. Williamson is out. Caught Gilchrist, bowled Lilly for 16, and New Zealand are 50 for 2. Dennis Lilly is steaming in. Oh, and that's past the edge of Turner's bat. Oh, Turner swings across the line. The Australians are keeping him quiet. That looked like a slower ball from Lilly, and Ross Taylor's punched the one in the air. David Warner's out there, and he's taken the catch. Yes, the Australians have caught beautifully in the outfield in this match, and Ross Taylor is out. Caught Warner, bowled Lilly for 1, and New Zealand are 58 for 3. Oh, that's beautifully played by Martin Crowe. Whipped through backward square leg for 4. It's a nicely flighted ball, just missing the rough, and Turner has worked that through mid-wicket for another 4. Oh, there's no one at short leg. Oh, that was definitely a chance, but no one there to catch it. Oh, another little edge popped up by Mutton Crow. Batting is not looking easy on this fifth day pitch. Oh, another one past the edge. McGrath has been magnificent today. Well, that one's come back in. Hit Crow on the pad. Big shout. What does the umpire say? Yes, that's out. Another wicket for McGrath. Australia are on a roll. Mutton Crow pushing forward. Hit flush in front of the stumps and he is out. LBW to McGrath for 8. And New Zealand are in trouble now at 75 for 4. I feel that New Zealand won't be able to chase this target now. That's beautifully bowled by Warne. Lots of spin and bounce. A big appeal. The umpire says no. No bat. And Glenn Turner might now be the key for New Zealand. Oh, that's out-stumped. Oh, but it's a no ball. Well, I've seen a few things in my time, but I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's nicely worked away by McCullum. That will be 4. It'll be interesting to see how he approaches this. Oh, that's well played by Glenn Turner. Through mid-wicket against the spin. 4 runs. Well, that's short from Warne, and Glenn Turner's pummeled that over mid-off. Well, maybe they're still going for them. Now Turner skips down the track and punches Warne down the ground for 4 more. Oh, that's out. Yes, McCullum going for the booming cover drive. Could only get a thin edge through to Gilchrist and he is gone. Caught Gilchrist bowled Gillespie for 6 and New Zealand are now 103 for 5. And that's 50 for Glenn Turner, his 4th 50 in 6 innings in this series. Can he do it for New Zealand? Can they hold on? And that will be tea on day 5. New Zealand have made it to 112 for 5. Still 137 runs to win in the final session. I don't know if that's going to be possible. Let's have a look at the scorecard. Glenn Turner, he's really batting well for New Zealand in this series. This is his 4th 50. He's 50 not out. And he's joined by Chris Cairns. The Australians have been magnificent. 2 wickets for Lilly, 2 for McGrath, 1 for Gillespie, and none yet for Shane Warne, but he is looking very threatening bowling into that 5th day rough. Well, 137 runs isn't impossible in a session, but having lost 5 wickets, you feel that New Zealand will struggle. They'll probably be looking to hold on for the draw. Australia certainly will be looking for the win and a place in the semi-finals. Well, Australia certainly have an aggressive field, and Chris Cairns takes advantage, latching onto that short ball, and that's 4. And that's a nice little on-drive from Cairns, and that's going to be 4 more. Oh, he's bowled him! Oh, McGrath has bowled Chris Cairns with a beautiful off-cutter. Yes, Australia are in the driving seat. Cairns is bowled McGrath for 11, and New Zealand are 120 for 6. Last ball of the over. Well, that's a nice shot from Turner, full face of the bat, and beautifully driven down the ground. Oh, a huge shot from McGrath and the Australians. What does the umpire say? No, not out. Let's have a look at the replay. Where's this ball going? Just missing leg stump. Oh, cries a catch it from the Australians, but that ball just evading Alan Border at short mid-wicket. 21 overs left for New Zealand to survive. An inside edge from Hadley, that's gone down to fine leg for 4. Oh, and that one moves away from Hadley. Lilly's bowling beautifully. Well, that one's come back into Hadley. A big shot by the Australians. What does the umpire say? Yes, that's out. Dennis Lilly has the ball on a string, bringing that one back into Hadley. That hit him plumb in front of the stumps, and Richard Hadley is out. LBW to Lilly for 7, and New Zealand are now 138 for 7. 3 wickets left now for Australia to take. That's hit. Vittori on the pad. Another big shot by the Australians. The umpire says yes! Another wicket. Vittori is at first ball. LBW to Lilly. Unbelievable bowling here at Headingley. Vittori, LBW to Lilly for a first ball duck. And New Zealand are 138 for 8. Dennis Lilly on a hat-trick. Oh, and Southey's got that one away. A little tickle down towards fine leg for 4. Well, 16 overs left for New Zealand to survive, but only 2 wickets. Warne now bowls to Tim Southey. Oh, and that's a good shot. No one out there in the field, and that will be 4. Southey's been brilliant with Turner, just 8.1 overs to go, and that one's past the outside edge. Oh, Australia need Glenn Turner's wicket as quickly as possible. Just 5.3 overs to go. Glenn Turner doing a great job shepherding the strike from Southey. Warne bowls a big wrong and a big shot from the umpire. What does he say? No. Oh, let's have a look at the replay. A wrong un from Shane Warne, and that ball would have spun past leg stump. Yes. Well, just the 4 overs to go now. Tim Southey on strike to Shane Warne. Oh, they shout for LBW, but there's no way that's out. That pitched well outside leg stump. This is the last ball of the over. Can Tim Southey do it? Can he survive? Well, that's a wrong one from Warne around the wicket. That spun back in. A big shot. Yes, the umpire says that's out. Shane Warne's done it. He's taken the 9th wicket for New Zealand. That ball spinning back would have clipped leg stump. And Tim Southey is out. LBW to Warne for 13. And New Zealand with 3 overs remaining are 160 for 9. Glenn Turner has given the strike to Shane Bond for this last ball. Can he survive? Yes, he can. Glenn Turner has the strike with 2 overs to go. Warren around the wicket. Oh, that's well played. Left alone. Oh, turned around the corner. Oh, another spinning ball out of the rough, but Turner survives. Yes, another dot ball. And this is Shane Warne's last ball, the last ball of the second last over. Turner survives, but Shane Bond is on strike. And so we've come down to the last over of this test match. If Australia can take this wicket, they go through to the semi-final and New Zealand are knocked out. If New Zealand can survive, then they live to fight another day. Dennis Lillee to bowl the first ball to Shane Bond, who keeps it out. They'll be hoping for a single if they can get one. There's no single there, but he's kept it out, Shane Bond. Oh, straight but well played. Oh, and they're going to get a single. Oh, McGrath probably should have let that one through for the boundary. Turner is now on strike. Well, New Zealand will be lifted by that. Turner defends another one. 2 balls to go. He's been out there for 253 balls, Glenn Turner. He leaves this one, and it's just past the off stump. The Australians can't believe it. And so here we are, the final ball of the test match. They've done it! New Zealand have done it! They have hung on by the skin of their teeth and they have drawn this test match. Well, can you believe it? After 5 days, we had such an exciting finish. This is why Test cricket is so fantastic. Let's have a look at the New Zealand batting card. Glenn Turner, 69. He's been a revelation for New Zealand in this series. Everyone else in that batting order found batting very difficult on the 5th day. 4 wickets for Dennis Lillee, 3 for Glenn McGrath, 1 for Jason Gillespie, and that crucial wicket of Tim Southee for Shane Warne at the end there. Let's have a look how this affects the tournament. Australia won down at Lords, then a draw down at Edgbaston, and now a draw here at Headingley. Australia are one up in this series, but New Zealand are still in with a chance. Man of the match is Steve Waugh for his 108 in the first innings and 62 in the second innings, but you could also so easily have given that award to Glenn Turner for his defiant innings today, or for Richard Hadley's 12 wickets. He was also magnificent. This has been a great test match. Even though New Zealand just survived at the end there, they were in a position to win this test match earlier today. They are really building momentum against Australia, and it's going to be fascinating to see how this series plays out. That's it from us. Let's all go have a lie down. Do join us for the 4th test match down at the Oval, and bye for now.